Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's your boy, the Evian Don, the Weezy F. Veezy, so breezy, bringing it to you smooth and easy on the hype before the hype night. Yo, you know we getting ready to talk about some of the best student athletes tonight on the Wednesday night hype. That's right, only in the fall seasons will you see it. We're going to get a chance to talk about some of the top quarterbacks in every area. Pennsylvania, the DMV, North Carolina, South Carolina. This is where we spotlight the linemen, the defensive linemen, the offensive linemen, the wide receivers, the corners, and we're going to go around the country. We're going to touch every basis so we can get some of them familiar names up in your faces. You see all of these teams out here doing tremendous things. You see these coaches putting their work. But most of all, you never see the kids who get a chance to talk to them outside of seeing what they do under the helmet. So the Wednesday night hype tonight from 7 o'clock to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is here for you. If you're a student athlete like that and you want to get a chance for them to talk to the world, holler at your boy The Voice, because they have a voice and they need to be heard. Make sure your grades right and your game tight. And you know how we do. We gonna have everything aimed right. Yo, but before we talk any more about the Wednesday night hype set to kick off tonight at 7 p.m. to 9, gotta talk to you about the people who help bring you You Got Voicemail. Champion Drive Transportation. If you trying to get to your event, move your team around like you should and like you could, I'm telling you, baby, you need to make that phone call so you can get it done and to be something that you would. 301-237-8361. Champion Drive Transportation. You can go to the website at championdrivetransportation.com as well. Hey, why not ride like a champion, baby? If you're trying to make that trip up to Canton, the Pro Football Hall of Fame, maybe you want to slide down to Naples and partake in FBU, take the whole state all-star team with you. Maybe you want to take that all-star team with you up top. Maybe you want to go to, the Gridiron Heart All-Star Game. Yo, Champion Drive Transportation to get you there. Maybe you're trying to slide down south and check out Battle. Maybe you're trying to go to Battleground, Border Bowl, any one of the great events held by Brett Cooper. You got some great stuff going on out here, dabbing in them. Yo, find out more. When you figure out where you want to go, get this bus line and get there for show. Ride like a champion. Champion Drive Transportation. Also, voicemail brought to you in part by Dynamic Specialized Performance. If you're looking to get your core strength right, your core speed together, your body timing, your strength, nobody takes the time to put you in the right position like Ferron Carter. Nobody works harder than him. Find out more today. Give him a call at 443-306-7016. That is Ferron Carter at Dynamic Specialized Performance. Go to the website at dynamicsp.net and find out more. Oh, you digging that? I see you caught on to the actually there. That's that do your due diligence joint right there for all of the parents who get it twisted and confused. Don't get out here, peoples, and not do your homework. Don't get out here and not do your homework. There's a lot of great teams and organizations all throughout youth sports in a lot of different areas. You got a lot of different options to choose from. You have a lot of different levels to choose from. Many of you don't take the time to do your homework. You got to get in there. Hey, Darren, Coach Smack, come on, man. What's up, man? Let me holler at my man. Where Debo at? Come on, man. You know what DMV be about. Come on, man. Coach Mac. Man, love right there. Hey, always DMV's on. Hey, again, tonight from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., the Wednesday night hype returns in the fall. We getting ready to start it off like nobody else's business. The Hall of Famer, a.k.a. Official Chris, along with your boy The Voice and Coach Twilight, along with a host of other voice reporters I'm going to keep a secret. I can't tell you everything, because if I tell you everything, then people start biting your style. So I'm not going to tell you everything. I'm just going to let you know right now, we got some great people all up and down the East Coast to talk about some of the hottest players. You're going to hear their names a lot this fall. Don't get it twisted. From the quarterback position, to the offensive linemen, to the defensive linemen, to the receivers, to the running backs, to the linebackers, U Sports will have a face, because you already know they got a voice. Holla at your boy. It's about to go down. Tonight, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's the whole purpose of me coming on the air today. Real Live Fox 5. Hey, and on top of that, I got a special guest coming up at the 11:30 hour, so hang on a little bit. We're going to talk to my man, the leader of Team Gladiator Sports Management's own. My man Kenny Foot going to join us. We're going to talk. Hey, what's up, bruh, barbecue in the building. What's going on, L? Always repping and rocking. It's on like that, baby. Always good. Mad love. I gotta get that hookup. I gotta get that hookup, man. I ain't had no good ribs since barbecue hooked it up. And that's hard for me to say, as much as I move around, but I ain't had some good ribs since I hollered at you. So you gotta crank that smoke up, baby. Gotta get right. Shouts out to the many teams and people who are out here right now evaluating over the preseason marker. There's a lot of people out here. I love my man Derek T. Green, because he always keeps it 100. There's so many people jumping up and running around, dropping all these different ranking systems and stuff. It's preseason, bro. You got some players that's not even going to stay with those teams. You got some players that haven't even returned yet. You got some kids that's not even going to make the final cut. There's no way for you to sit here and start putting that stuff together and seeing what the coaches are going to do when they're feeling out the process. It's no different than the NFL, man. It's the preseason. September 1, that's a whole nother conversation, bro, because cats is coming to play, and they coming to play, no diggity, no doubt. You got opportunities, ladies and gentlemen, to find out more, see more, be a part of, and get in the loop and get that information from some of the best of the best. We got some great opportunities coming your way as, again, Gridiron Hard All-Star Game taking place November 29th through December 1st. Hey, Columbus, Ohio is the place to be. All you standout student athletes, you know where to run into the voice at. I'm going to lay out the blueprint for you, because if you don't make it to Gridiron Hard and you don't make it down to Battleground on December 12th through the 14th, where you playing at? Do anybody care? I'm trying to figure out. Hey, you got the opportunity to sign up now. Hook up with some great people. Sean Ramey is a contact for Gridiron Hard. You could also get in contact with my man, my mellow, Curtis Reese, as well as Miss Kia Reese, and find out more about Battleground. Border Bowl coming up very soon. A lot of great options for you as you move around the country. This weekend, I'm not going to release too much info, but I will tell you this. If you are interested in being part of the Voice Sports Madden 20 season, you need to inbox me right now your PSN name, or send your PSN friend request to the Chrome One Forever, DACHROM1 Forever _forever, the number 4 and EVA. We getting ready to put it down, because we gonna find out how many of y'all can play and how many of y'all can't. You dig where I'm coming from? A lot of y'all talk that good stuff, but you cut that controller on and be a whole nother conversation. So we gonna put it down like that. Looking to have a special guest this morning. Again, we're gonna talk to my man Kenny Foot from Gladiator Sports Management, here to talk about the Gladiator season, as well as the Gladiator National Championship that will be taking place December 2nd through the 4th in Davenport, Florida. Voice Sports will be there. That's right, immediately rolling out from Ohio to come right down to Davenport, Florida, and do the same thing. Yo, the December 2, remember, is going to be epic. Because soon as we leave from Battleground on December 14th, the 15th is the grand finale. That's right, of the World Youth Championships, right back in Ohio. So up, down, and right back up. We're gonna put a V on the continent, and you get a chance to see how we rocking it. Yo, some of the best teams getting ready to get this thing done. Had a great call yesterday. Talked to my man. Shouts out to the Hamilton Football Tigers. My man Daryl Redman. And of course, gotta talk to my man, hey, Lord of the Rings, Kevin Boyd. Hey, Hamilton getting ready to come at y'all, baby. They're gonna be ready, they're gonna be right. We got a lot of great football to talk about all the time, just for you. So as many of you checking out the show, we get ready to marinate, man. Are you ready for the hype? Are you ready for the hype? You gotta be ready for the hype tonight. You gotta be ready for the hype. If you're not ready for the hype tonight, I don't know what you're ready for, baby. We got somebody in agreement. Hold on, we got a special. Let's see who. We got a guest in here. Let's see who talk. My man Wade wanna holler at your boy. Let's see what's going. See if Wade wanna holler at your boy. Man, oh man, you got voicemail. That's right, the hype before the hype. What's going on, K Slade? Hey, always a blessing when I get that word from you every day, man. Hey, love it, love it, love it. Hey, I know that's right. Had a visitor from my man. As you may be moving around the country and preparing your team, if you want to find out how to enter your team in the World Youth Championships at the Pro Football Hall of Fame Academy, if you find a voice reporter, you found a way to go. All you have to do is make sure you register and participate accordingly in the registration period. Complete the registration. You will have regional qualifying games. All of the winners of the regional qualifiers will make their way up to Canton, and play there. The winners go on to that big field, Top Benson Stadium, baby, and play on the big ground on national television. So a lot of student athletes have a chance to do some great things. And all of the winners of the World Youth Championship games, names will go into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, which is an incredible accomplishment. You got some guys who play their whole lives, their whole careers. You got some guys that sit around after their career is done, wondering if they have the numbers, if they left a strong enough image to even get into the Hall of Fame. We got kids going into it simply from participating and doing what they do on the youth level. Let your student athletes have the opportunity to be immortalized. Let your team have a chance to go down in the history books as one of the best that ever done it. There's a lot of great tournaments around. There's a lot of great opportunities everywhere. Never taken away from anybody, whether it's FBU, whether it's Battle, whether it's Battleground, whether it's D1 Specs, whether it's Brett Cooper, a lot of great, to each his own. If it's closer to you and it's affordable for you and you have an opportunity to do so, by all means, do your due diligence. Know what you're getting into, parents. Explain to the parent. Good morning, Coach Cal. Hey, and a happy Trench Mob morning to you, my brother. We got to talk, Coach Cal, man. We got to hang out with me sometime, man. We got to hang out, man. I know you always down there working with some of these linemen. I got to rap with you anyway, man. We got to talk. Let's see if we can get Coach Cal in here, man. Look, it's not every day you get to talk to a legend, man. Not every day you get to talk to a legend, but we try. Let's see. Also, really excited about the opportunities to have Pick Six Academy and Cray Energy Drink come back on board for the fall season. Looking really excited about the law officers of Sandra M. Douglas coming in the fall season, man. My man CD getting ready to play in what could possibly be his last year youth ball. So all eyes are on him. My man got an incredible future in front of him. But you get a chance to see tomorrow starts today. And a lot of these kids get an opportunity to do so on a huge platform. Yo! It's Cal! I get to talk to a legend. Hold on, let me make sure my gear right. Make sure my gear right before I talk to the legend. Coach Cal, what's up, man?
What's going on?
Man, look, if I ask you, I know it's down in the trenches, baby. What's going on with that trench mob life?
Yeah, man. We we just wrapped up our first day of practice up here at Woodlawn,
Okay.
and that's why I could had a chance to follow you today because I wasn't I took off work.
I know that's right.
First 3 days of practice at 7 a.m. So
Woo.
I had to put some time in, um, so I could get to practice this morning.
Hey,
And I saw you was on, so I figured I listened in.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Hey, I can tell by that smell you like what you're seeing from that offensive and defensive line, though. You got that.
Yeah, hey man, I got double duty this year, man. I just found out I got to coach both sides. So you know, I got some guys out here. They young, they real young, but I got some pretty good guys you probably be hearing about probably in the next year or so.
Hey, they got the right man for the job. It's gonna be one to look out for, babe. Man, what long? You got to send me
Yeah,
a
man.
schedule, coach.
Yeah, I got you, man. Yep, I got you. We open up. We supposed to be at home our first week against Longreach, but it got changed to go out there
Okay.
because we get new turf put down up here. So
Ooh.
it's not gonna be done in time. But man, I'm gonna send you the schedule, man. I'm a message and I'll send you our schedule, and hopefully we can get you out there
Oh,
one of these weeks.
man, you know I love to see some good football. I got to holler at you, man. Um,
Absolutely, absolutely.
I was also intrigued. I remember you was working on a camp or combine not too recently, and a lot of student athletes, man, got to get an opportunity to work with you, man. If you got something else coming up in the near future, you got anything in mind already?
No, well, not until 2020. Now, the football season starts, so
Right.
we're gonna be 6 days a week, pretty much, and then
Wow.
me running behind CJ for his senior year in college. I don't have much time for camps, but definitely we didn't get a chance to have our big camp this year. But definitely next in 2020, probably I'm looking towards spring, having something pretty big, and then I'll get my training started back up again after the football season is over.
Man,
So
that
we had a chance, man. Chris Miller from MaxFit gave us his gym, man. From through the winter and the summer, man. And some of these cats be out here bluffing, coach. You know what I mean? It's I've got 4 or 5 guys in training when you should have 10 and 20, and then everybody want to talk about where can they get training when it's too late.
right,
Bro, you don't get your training during football camp.
right.
You gotta put that work in before then. You know what I mean?
Right. There is no off season. I've been trying to explain that to a lot of these youngers out here, man. They be playing that Fortnite though.
Man, I mean, it's with the because I do middle school kids, and sometimes some of the the younger kids, it's even with them parents too, man. Hey, you want your son, to excel in that position, go find yourself a good trainer. There's plenty of us. It's some guys around. You got Sudan and Coach said Barry Morgan. I mean, those guys know what they're doing. And hey, find one. They'll come to you. They'll set something up for you if you're serious about your son excelling in them trenches, man. Them cats make money and get scholarships too.
Right. Hey, and if you go back and look at some of the drafts, some of them are paid way better than they get credit for. A lot
Absolutely.
of times people say, "Oh well, running backs and quarterbacks, those are the sexy positions. Those are skill positions." It eats away at me because working in the trenches is a skill as well. So I would love to hear your
Yep.
position on that, man.
No doubt. No doubt. You got tons of things out here for the skill position. We got limited things out here for the big boys.
Right.
I mean, it's a lot better than it was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can find some linemen, some training and stuff. So, but like I said, whether it's me or whether it's somebody else, man, your kids got to get out there and get that extra work in.
Right.
So they can be ready when camp start. I don't, I don't want to have to teach stance the first week of camp.
Right.
I want a kid to come in and know how to get in the stance
And you
already.
know what? Though? I really think that with the boom in youth football in the past decade, it's made it very easy for a lot of coaches to get some quality players where they don't really have to teach fundamentals as much as they used to. But when you run across
Right.
one every now and then, it kind of worked your nerves a little bit. Even as an announcer, I'm like, come on, baby, you too big not to know. For
Right.
people, so for those student athletes in that area, that may want to have an opportunity, maybe just to peep in and see what's going on, because I know your attentions are completely on Woodlawn right now. Um, but they
Right.
go about finding out more about Trench Mob and being able to sign up with you.
Well, and, you can I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter. Just hit me up on Trench Mob got their own page, got its own page on Facebook.
Right,
And you can hit me at Coach Cal at Coach Cal 25 on Twitter. I post all our stuff. I post all our training and stuff. You seen it.
right.
And if you're interested, then we can always, find some time to get together. It's always time to get together.
Got
if you really want that for your athlete, you
yeah,
know, you can do in season maintenance and stuff like that. But like I said, I'm doing traveling on the weekends once the season starts.
right.
So it's always time to get something going. I mean, all you need is an hour and a patch of grass, bro.
I love it. I love it. Hey, look,
All you need is an hour and a patch of grass, and we can go over much technique work as you want.
right. That I know. This
You
is
know.
gonna sound strange, but I know you just said something about it. I had a chance to watch CJ a long time. How does that feel knowing you just said he getting ready to go into his senior year, man? That's wild.
Well, to know the struggle, that I'm sorry, the struggle that he went through in order to even get money on the D2 level because he wasn't as tall.
Right,
He wasn't as tall as these guys was. He wasn't passing the eye test coming out of high school, but he was a nasty football player.
right,
And he was technically sound just across the board. He was strong. He was quick. He just wasn't as big as these other guys. So, St. Aug, I guess, was where he was meant to be. We was trying to get him in other places. But man, it's just so proud. And this summer he came home and he was like, "Look, I want to get in some really good shape and make my senior year my best year." And I was like, "Bro, you don't have to tell me twice."
right,
So you know me. You don't have to tell me twice. Man, he came home. I mean, he came home at 344,
right.
344 pounds. He was out of shape. He had a bad spring.
Wow.
He went back at 309. He went back at 309, and he weighed in the other day. He was 306. So it's still coming off. He's
Wow.
he's back to his old self now. You know what I mean?
He's
I watched some huddle of his first week, and he back to his old self now. Quickness is back. That little swagger he got, that little chip on his shoulder is back. So
hey.
looking for him to have a good season, man. Try to get all CIAA this year.
But you know what though? That's a result. That's the result of being around some strong teaching. When you see the student athlete or you see your son take on that earnest and say, you know what, I want this right now, as opposed to so many times when he was younger, we was like, I want this for you. To see them take on that and say, you know what, I'm ready to go at this that way, it has to be exciting as a dad to sit back and just watch him shine and achieve all the things he set out to do.
Yeah, absolutely. But look, don't mistake it, man. I'm a football guy, but that was I'm his dad first.
Right.
And so it was my job to get good people around him. He trained when he was younger with Ferron Carter. Then he was training with Chris Miller, and Blake Henry really laid a good foundation for him uh, as far as his high school career went.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because Blake Henry coached him for 3 years before he moved down to Potomac,
Okay.
and man, he just grew so much. He believed in CJ because CJ was small as an eighth grader. They was calling him a runt, so he believed in CJ and he brought him in. And man, he told one after CJ's JV year, he told him, "Look, I want you to gain 20, 30 pounds when you come back." Well, that's all he had to tell that dude. The grocery bill went sky high after that.
Wow.
From that point in time, he's been a starter on every team he's been on. So, it was the other people around him. Then, he came to me when it was time for him. If he wanted something extra,
Right.
I was there for it. You know what I mean? I always let those other guys do their jobs.
Awesome.
I wasn't the overlook. I wasn't the daunting, the overbearing parent coach. Coach, I know this and I know that. No, your coach. That's the way he wants you to do it. That's the way we gonna do it.
No.
You know what I mean? And so I'm the same way now. But he came home this summer and he was like, I want all the smoke. I said, I gave him all the smoke he could handle.
but that's why you the legend, man. You always walk there. You always walk into situations with a great temperance, a great understanding, and how to get the most out of everybody. Not just any student athlete you coach, but not only fan, man. And I always take my hat off to you when I see you, man. It's always
always a pleasure
with you. Always dropping some gems. We gotta talk more often, Coach. For real, man.
Yeah, next time I come home and make sure I shave. I'm looking a little rough now for the beginning of camp. You know what I mean? I can't be walking around. Looking all scruffy.
Hey, so good. Hey, it's football season. We supposed to look scruffy. We linemen, baby.
Absolutely, yes sir, yes sir.
Hey man,
absolutely.
Have an incredible day. Kiss the wife and the kids, man. And as always, if you ever see me on, man, you're more than welcome to come through and holler, man. Ladies.
No doubt. Ladies. Same here. God bless, Coach. Hey, have a good one.
The legend, ladies and gentlemen, Cal Montgomery, man. Don't get much better than that. Trench Mob. Find out more. Hey, the best is in the building. Yo, how crazy is that? You start off a Wednesday. Building. A lot of, like you said, there's a lot of great lineman coaches in the area. Please stop leaving a lineman out. Hashtag lineman matters. They do. You got Coach Cal. You got Sudan, the Big Skills Academy. You still got my man Will Withers moving around here. You got Sedbury Morgan moving around here. And of course, you got another legend, Bill Maddox, Lyman University. Stop playing these games. I know everybody want to say 7-on-7 is it. Y'all want to see these young men run, the receivers, quarterbacks, throw. Hey, halfbacks do their thing. That's awesome. But if you don't have that line right, you're going to be in bad shape as a Redskin. Hey, look, right? Some great stuff coming your way as, again, tonight from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., the Wednesday Night Hype Fall Season Edition hits and hits hard. The voice reporters will be rocking. Some great stuff going on. Coach Mitchell at Gonzaga is what? Stop playing. You know what? You're absolutely right, Coach Pank. Let's talk, man. You know what? See, a lot of people don't know, man. See, we connected like AT&T, except you don't get that high bill. Let me holler. See if Pank ready to holler. You know what I'm saying? I know many of you at home watching. My rating's gonna go up. It's gonna get starstruck because he look like Vin Diesel a little bit. But that's Coach Pank, man. If you see Coach Pank, no, it's not Vin Diesel. That's Coach Pank, man. See if we get my man from Pick Six Academy up in here and holler a little something. Talk a little foosball this morning. What you gonna do? Coach? Look. See what I told you? See, look, watch all the numbers go up. What's going on, Pank?
Hey, Wayne, how you doing, man?
All right, man. You want to set a new movie?
No. No, man. I just got in from practice, actually, man. So I just stepped back into the office, working those crazy hours, man. So we had practice this morning from 8:15 to 10 defense, and then I slide back in the office, and here's where I am, man. I'm in the office. So.
Hey, look, the life at times of the big time defensive coordinator. Look at you, dog.
Man, tired, bro. Tired.
Hey, all of that fatigue goes away when you get the W.
Yeah, man. We'll see. Things are going, one day at a time. Doing installing our packages and getting the kids in shape and getting ready for our first scrimmage. So it's been fun, man. But once these 2-a-days go down, well, not 2-a-days, but once you start getting done with these, these early practices and the school starts, it kind of level out a little bit more. You know what I mean? And doing cut up on films and doing some film study. Once school starts, it kind of you settle into a groove. Right now, it's just beginning the camp is kind of crazy.
Yeah, of course. Man, for many of the people at home who don't know, maybe missed you in a couple months,
Yep.
please, ladies, confused with Vin Diesel. No, he's not the voice behind. This is OG
Uh,
Pick Six Academy. Tell me a little bit about the academy and what you doing, man, over there.
Man, like we're all high school coaches, so we kind of throttle it down right now. We've been able to do some one-on-ones here and there for people that have been inquiring about that, but we do off-season training, man, for all the skill positions, and then we have our D-line coach, Coach Mitchell over at Gonzaga. And we all stay in touch via our group chat, seeing what's going on, how's camp going, how's the scrimmage, St. John's and Mount St. Joe's, and Mitchell, how was your scrimmage against that team from Virginia, Gonzaga. So we have a group chat where we stay in touch.
Right,
But yeah, we'll start back up in January, late
right.
December or January, and then we'll start our Sundays up where we do you know training for the skills, so receiver, quarterback, DB, running back, and then D line. And the respective coaches are Coach Savoy at St. John's does receivers. Again, Mitchell at Gonzaga does the D line. Coach Bailey, who's over at Fairmount Heights now, does the running backs. I got the DBs, and Coach Woody over at Northwest has the quarterbacks, and Coach Chap over at Bishop McNamara helps us out too. So
Oh,
it's that
you
time of
know
year,
what?
Wayne.
I don't think I ever had a chance to officially congratulate you, man. I know when we first started talking, you were working as a DB coach over at Spalding, at
hmm
Archbishop, and now defensive coordinator. Tell us about the new school and where you at and what's going on over there, man.
It's funny, man. I'm over at it's not funny, but I'm over back in the WCAC at Bishop Ireton over in Virginia. Um,
Bishop
I'm over
Ireton, right?
Yeah, I'm over in the defense coordinator there. A good friend of mine took the athletic director job, but he's no longer there. He got a position in the NFL, so congratulations to him.
Hey,
I'm still there, running the defense. And we're young, really young, so it's a challenge. But first not first go around at the DC. I've called games before, but this is like my first really run the defense from the beginning to end. So it's an experience,
right,
man. It's cool. It's cool.
man.
I learned. It's kind of easy because I learned from a lot of the good guys, like Coach Volpe at Gonzaga, Coach Gillespie G over at St. John's, Coach Forby at Spalding. I've been under some very good defensive coordinators, so I'm really incorporating everything I've learned over the years and putting my own little twist on things. So
Man, you in good company. When you say when you sitting here and you watching ads and people around you going up into the league, and then
mhm.
you elevated, man. You in that chain, man. It would not surprise me to see you handle business, especially the way that Redskin defense look. They be
Nah, man, I found my niche, man. I'm good, man.
you sure?
Yeah, man. I'm throttling it down, man. This might be the last hurrah, man. And just
Man,
focus on pick six, man, in the off season. It's really really hard, doing both, and then giving yourself a little bit of time off and then transition right to pick six, man. I don't think people understand like the daily grind of being a high school coach. Or they just see us out there on Friday nights and Saturdays, not understanding that it's a long way to get to that Friday night or Saturday. There's a lot of work behind it, so it's a grind, man.
but that's why everybody can't do it. That's why, and those that do it, there's very few that do it great. I expect tremendous things from you, and I know they wouldn't put you in a position if you wasn't a guy for the job. So I know
Right.
your work ethic, I know your commitment level, and I know how passionate you are about what you do and how you go about doing it. You'll be fine.
Yeah, thank you, Wayne. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that.
Look, part of my job is announcing is not just to call games, but to look at what I'm seeing and how it's set up. Nothing about what I've ever seen as Spalding didn't say greatness. Reason why you in that position. Don't shortchange yourself by saying I'm down, I'm chilling. I know you chilling. Hey, great things come to great people, man. Just be. I like the humility, but I know it's still small out there for you, man.
Yeah,
No,
it's gonna be a
seriously.
yeah, we got our first scrimmage with Archbishop Curley and
Uh huh.
Thomas. no disrespect to the other school, George Mason in Virginia. So I'm not familiar with the Virginia scene, so but I think it's George Mason High School, and I know Archbishop Curley from the MIAAB.
Okay.
We're doing a three-way scrimmage Friday, so it's going to be interesting to see how our guys, show up with their first live contact against somebody else. So
Oh, I know you're gonna take some pictures, man. Hook your boy up. I can't be everywhere, but I know you're gonna get some looks, man.
yeah, yeah, man. Again, man, I appreciate everything you're doing, man. Like I said, we're going to throttle back up in September with pick six and just starting to get the word out. So when we start up in December, it'll be smooth sailing, hopefully. So starting in September next month, we'll start ramping up, doing some promotions forward and giving some people some insight on what's going on. But like right now, all of us, man, we're on that
Everybody
grind.
ready for the season. Yeah, it's that
Yeah,
preseason.
yeah.
It's
So,
hostage. It's that learning your players. It's that
hmm
chemistry up, activity involved, man.
yeah,
Again, I'm proud of you and congratulations on moving up. Bishop Ireton got a good one. I can't wait for you to send me a schedule so I can sneak in and see some games.
yeah.
I
I mean,
kind of like.
I think it's going to be the good ones. Well, all of them will be good, but the better ones are going to be, the Carroll game because Carroll's got a pretty good team this year. But I've been told, um, the Riken game, man. Riken's the defending champion, so they got a lot to prove this year. And then, me, O'Connell is our rival. I've been told. And I
Right.
got two of my boys over there. Like the head coach Kenny's my boy, Kenny Lucas, and then
Uh-huh.
My boy Al is running secondary, so that's gonna be fun just to, battle each other between the lines and then, probably have some fun, probably hang out after the games. So I think those three games are the ones that are be interesting. But, for me, man, it's just week one. We got to get ready for week one, and then, we go out to Buffalo the second week of the season. So that's gonna be, it's good to travel, but it's gonna be a challenge as well. So one week at a time, man. You know the motto, shoot, one week at a time.
Hey, that's how you do it. Take your time. Every game got 4 quarters. You play them 4, and you see where you come out at the end, man. As
Right.
always, great to see you, man. Whenever you ready to holler at me, you know how the family. We right
Yeah.
here.
Likewise, man. Likewise. I'm actually I talked to the Cray team this past weekend and gonna hook back up with them this coming week. Not this week, next week. And then
Okay.
I'll make sure you get something, man.
All right, let's make it happen, man. Always good to get with them. Ladies and gentlemen, find out more about Pick Six Academy. Yo, you got some. He say he won't wait till September. You can find out now. It's the website. Give
Yep.
him a call. I'll let your boy. Pick Six Academy here for you. Get your student athletes right. Quality position coaching from some of the best coaches around the DMV. You got something you want to leave them with, Coach?
Yeah, man. Everyone have a great season, man. It's a long haul. I know what you guys are going through, youth level, high school, college, man. We're all ramping up, man, and have a great season. Be safe out there. Be smart, and hey, man, coach your kids, man. Teach them up.
There you go. No better way to say it. My man, Coach Pank, just had to relay it. Hey, you have a good one, Coach.
And holla at you, bro.
Hey, send me some of the movie tickets, man. You be doing that Hobbs and Shaw joint. I see you. I see you.
I hear you, man. I will.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, look. No, it's not Vin Diesel. That's Coach Pank. Coronas, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but you rocking with some of the best in the business, man. Again, to find out more about Pick Six Academy, as a matter of fact, let me go to the info sticks. There you go, pick6academy.org, PICKSIX academy.org, or get Coach Pang a call at 202-425-4438. That's 202-425-4438. Get right now. Some great people joining in. What's up, my man Chuck? What's good, baby? Representing KC Outlaws in the building. Hey, you gotta holler at me about this quarterback, Chuck, man. They keep telling me young man Vicious out there. Come on, bro. You gotta holler at your boy, man. He holding out on me. Got all these good players hiding out here, baby. But we gonna talk about it tonight. That's right, from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. on the Wednesday Night Hype as we bring it back. Usually on the Wednesday Night Hype last year, Me and the lady broadcaster Monet Anderson will rock out and talk about a lot of the high school football and a lot of the players who transitioned from youth ball to high school and how they impacted those games and how those things went around the world. But we're going to continue to bring it to you as we always do and start it off strong by talking about the players and top players individually around that we come across, and we're going to have a great time indeed. Make sure you tune in tonight. If you don't catch it on my official stream as it comes out live, make sure you check out all of your national coaching groups, your prospective ranking groups, as well as the Voice Sports Radio Show live page. That's the Voice Sports Radio Show live page just for you. Find out more. Waiting for my man Coach to come on in here. We're going to rap a little bit with my man Kenny Foot. We got some good peoples out here, man. We got some good peoples out here. As the inbox continues to ring, if you want to call in, the number is easy for you to hit me off. 301-806-6677. That's 301-806-6677. Call us and tell us about your team. Tell us about your player. Rep your squad. USA is what we gonna do. Let me see if I can get my man Kenny up in here, man. What he doing, man? What you doing, man? Come on now, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. I got the good jams going. And then my man gonna sit here and they be cowling me. Let's continue to rock on. Of course, you gotta have your good time. Hey, we're going to get out here and make some moves. Again, some of the most games is already locked in and set in etched in stone. You have the Gridiron Heart All-Star Series taking place this, November 29th through December 1st, Thanksgiving weekend. You also have, the Gladiator National Championships taking place in Davenport, Florida, December 2nd through the 4th. You also have Battleground already locked in December 12th through the 14th. Voice Sports will be a key cog in all of those great events. Find out more, get in contact with the prospective people, event planners and coordinators, or get in contact with yours truly. Check out the Voice Sports page. We bring it all to your doorstep as well. Once again, tonight from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., the Wednesday Night Hype returns. Also, September 1st weekend, MMFA, Metro Maryland Football Alliance action comes your way as the fall season gets going. The Voice will be handling all of the 8th grade games and calling out all of the 8th graders' names. Some great football taking place from all around the DMV, from the Bowie Bulldogs all the way down to the Hamilton Football Tigers. It's going to be incredible. Love to talk a little bit more tonight as well with my man Coach Tony Mason that has some huge youth news to bring to the table. If I told you that, then you wouldn't want to see it tonight. So we're going to say, look, my rating's about to go up now because we can get Miss J up in here, boy. We get Miss J up in here, boy. All she got to do is smile. My rating's going to go like through the roof with it. Nope, can't get her. She can't do it. She can't do it. I ain't mad at you, Ma. I ain't mad at you, Ma. Great stuff continuing to rock on. Man. So, again, high school action starting to take the forefront as we continue to talk about it and get it to build. Waiting for my man Kenny Foot right now so we can get ready to get down to business with that. And talk in depth about Gladiator, not just the fall season, but also going to talk in depth about the national championship, which will be taking place in December, as well as the opportunity for you to be a part of the World Youth Championship brought to you by the Pro Football Hall of Fame. If you see a voice reporter and you have aspirations to nominate your team or your team wants to go, if you want to go and be a part of the World Youth Championships and you want to nominate your team now, it would be ideal because now you have almost 2 to 3 months to start preparing yourselves economically to make those trips. But you know how you really save a lot of bread? Champion Drive Transportation. Give them a call and take the whole team in one haul. You give them a call, 301-237-8361. That's 301-237-8361, and get your team there. Also, you got a lot of teams that soon will be starting to gear up and focus on building their statewide teams for FBU. Metro Maryland Football Alliance will host League 4. FBU, under the Metro Maryland moniker, will be looking for some of the best student athletes around the country. So get ready. You got 15 schools to look at. I know that's right. Hey, look, you send me his photo. You send me his GPA, Michael, and I tell you what, I'll turn that 15 to 60 real quick. Holla at your boy. Holla at your boy indeed. Hey, some great stuff set to come your way. Want to give salutes and shouts out to my man Alan Thomas, Rough and Ruckus Sports Media. Shouts out to my man, the commish, DMV Red Zone. Shouts out to my man Oscar Cervelion doing his thing as well. RVA Sports Production in the building. Also, mad love to my man Rod Ogren, StatStream.biz, putting it down. Mad love to my man John Black, handling business. And with Just Score Mag, along with my man Josh Stedness. And of course, you got to get love Coach P and NSR doing their thing out on the West Coast. So many great people focused on getting these student athletes on. You got to get love where love is due. Shouts out to my girl Monet Anderson doing her thing. Yo, Time Out Sports in the building. Time Out. We got to talk to Monet. Time Out. Gotta holler at Monet. Mad love and always puts it down. Do what you do, baby. We're going to have some great stuff popping off. Now, I also saw a post this morning from my man Mike Brooks. I was like shocked. I thought initially my man Rashad Jackson finally got drafted. Well, it seems like it didn't happen, as my man got a spotlight on the local news this morning. So congratulations to Mike Brooks and One Life Fitness and all the things they do out there in VA to help get not only student athletes right, but to get a lot of the great people that work out there right. Good morning, Miss Felicia. Hi, Miss Felicia. How you doing, Miss Felicia? Tell my man, the genius, I said, what's up? Yo, shouts out to my man Coach Tongue doing his thing. Hey, always representing Anne Arundel in the building. Congratulations to all of my student athletes who have had the privilege to sit on the Voice Sports now, getting ready into their senior year. Man, AM practices are continuing to go on, and a lot of great kids doing great things. You know how we do. Again, tonight, we're going to get a chance to talk to you. If y'all see this post, tune in tonight, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Hit your boy The Voice up and come on the show. Tell us about your high school. Tell us about your youth team. Tell us about what your aspirations are for this season. We getting ready to start the Wednesday night hype off right. And so many shows we do through the course of the day are to build and educate the parents and get the community awareness up. Wednesday night is strictly for the student athletes and the coaches to come in and drop knowledge on you. So if you haven't seen, you haven't heard, and hadn't known, the hype is where you get right. You dig? We're gonna give my man Kenny put some time, and then we're gonna continue to parlay, you know? Because if I throw 16 at you, you might not have anywhere else to go, you know? I just do what I do. Hey, love you too unlimited, man. Again, a great post dropped by my man more than 3 years ago. My man Trent Shelton dropped this jump, man, and when I saw it, it just changed everything for me, man. It gave me a different drive, a different push. Why not you? If you want to strive for greatness, stop letting people tell you you can't. Stop letting people tell you you can't achieve it. Can't is not acceptable. It's not an acceptable word. There is things that you have to be able to do despite not having the money for it, despite not having the resources, despite not having the access. Yo, definitely do that. Definitely do that. We will do that, Mike. I got you, bro. Hey, we want to see these student athletes successful. You want to see the coaches successful. You want to see everyone within that community be successful. Keep watching Voice Sports. It has nothing to do with me, but viewing on you consistently everywhere is what we do. I'm ready to call Kenny because he's taking too long. You know what I'm saying? I got things to do. We gonna parlay. Because as we get ready to break down the national ranking list, I got about 2 more weeks of evaluations to really look at things before I jump off into it. And there's some great people. There's some great people that really do an outstanding job at ranking systems around the areas and around taking their perspectives around the country. And you say, if everybody's doing a national ranking list, why aren't they all the same? Well, some people who do rankings may receive or get more information than others. Some people may get it in a mass. Some may get it directly. Some get out there and they see it for themselves. Not many people do it like my man Darian T. Green and the SEAL. Shouts out to him, representing hard, love and respect to many great people doing work over there. I got to get a chance to talk to my man Howard over there, Howard Specs over at D1 Specs as well, doing some tremendous stuff within the ranking systems. You got 2020 doing their thing down south in Georgia. And of course the World Youth Championships doing theirs with, of course, me at the helm. We still got some great people involved underneath that. DMV Red Zone does an awesome ranking system. I think while he focuses on the DMV, to have that kind of insight is incredible. To have a conversation with guys like Isaiah Fleming in 302 adds so much weight and understanding to what's going on in Delaware. To have these conversations with some of the best around the country continues to be a blessing, not only for the people involved, but the people who get an opportunity to really benefit from it. Why so, you say? Because if as a student athlete, you're getting that love, you're getting that clarity, you're getting that understanding, you can make moves. There's a lot of cats out here that's going in and they doing these ranking systems while preseason's going on. You just throwing a bunch of fodder around, man, because a lot of these kids ain't gonna be there when it's time for them to pan out. Half of them ain't even got their full rosters together. You don't know where they're gonna end up. And sometimes you still got that movement that takes place. You got some kids, not so much like football holding out, but just haven't reported to the team yet. So you haven't seen them at full strength to be able to assess and say anything. We had a great conversation about the Miami Gardens, Ravens, Maryland Heat game yesterday. If you didn't see yesterday's show, slide through and check it out. But in the meantime, between time, yo, it's Voice Sports. We'll be back tonight from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. The Wednesday night hype, brought to you by the Voice Reporters, is going to be insane. Also, they calling me. Let's see who this calling is. Good morning. You are on. You got voicemail.
Hey, what's up, Wayne, man? This Coach Sean from Gridiron Hard Showcase, man. Wanted to see if I can get in, man. Talk to my guy.
Coach Ramey, what's good, man? How you feeling today, bro?
Man, I'm feeling real good, man. Got some more kids in for the All-Star game. November, actually, we got some kids from Canada yesterday, man. So I'm happy, man. We're starting to get kids from on the other side of the world. Outstanding, man. The energy is going to continue to build. I'm excited about it. For those people who are listening and watching from home, tell them a little bit about Gridiron Hard, the All-Star Game, and what you got going on, basically. Well, the Raymond Sports Group is putting on the Gridiron Hard Youth All-Star Showcase in the fabulous city of Columbus, Ohio, November 29th through the 1st. This is our inaugural Youth All-Star Tournament, so please just give us a chance. We have a 22-25 player roster, and we have kids coming from all over the country, from 3rd grade to 8th grade, and, from the first few months, things was taking off. It slowed down a little bit now. I'm starting to see, parents are starting to sit in those nominations, and they're excited to see their kids play with other kids from across the country. Man, I'm excited because I know I get a chance to be there and see it firsthand. The Voice Report is coming up to really have a great time Thanksgiving weekend with the Ramey Sports Team, man. For those people who want to get in contact with you and want to find a way to do so, how would they reach out to you?
Well, you can always go to the Gridiron Hard All-Star, Gridiron Hard All-Star at yahoo.com, or if you want to get in contact with me about anything about the Ramey Sports Group, you can always go to the Ramey Sports Group at yahoo.com, and that's RAIEY Sports Group. And, you know, we have the voice in the building.
Hey, now you know what, we talk about a lot of different things, and the event is going to be awesome. But I was really, really, really intrigued about getting some greater insight into some of the issues that take place in Ohio as well, because you got so many people who watch from around the country and think, "Wow, we just go through this here, we just go through that there." What would be some of the things you would say you've experienced while putting classic events together in Ohio that would be purposeful for them to come out?
Well, this is the thing. I mean, you know, it's great that you brought that up, because there's a lot of things that we need to tackle. And me and my team is putting together right now for next year, for 2020, a Little League coaches clinic. And basically, we want to start talking to these coaches about conduct, you know, how they handle themselves when they go to different tournaments, even in their leagues. You know, how they deal with paperwork. Because we're starting to see more. You know, it's a good thing we still got team moms around.
Boy, oh boy.
Yeah, you know, it's a good thing we got. It's a good thing we got that, because a lot of times, as guys, we just think about coaching. We don't think about the paperwork, and we think about the X's and O's and make sure those kids get to practice in the games and things like that. So just to be fair, but I'm glad we still have those moms around that's keeping the paperwork to these guys. One thing that, you know, we're starting to notice in the nation in the last few years, Wayne, is a lot of people are going to state IDs for these kids. I think that's a great thing.
Right.
I think that's a wonderful thing. Here in Ohio, it seems like northeastern Ohio and northwestern Ohio is with the ID thing. Central Ohio and southern Ohio is still kind of dragging their feet. It's something new to them. But I think it's a great thing because, you know, you go to the DMV, the DMV make sure everything is proper. It's better than bringing all that paperwork to these tournaments and stuff like that. You got a state ID and the kid is legit. It's great. So those are the things I want to see different. I want to see the paperwork improve. I want to see the attitudes improve because, you know, when me and you was coming up, it was pound-based. You know, 75, 95, 105, 125, 155. Now we're more in the grade-based. And then, you know, age-based like that. So I think sometimes these leagues just need to sit down in the off-season and try to put the egos to the side and try to figure out what's the best possibility to make sure the registration goes smooth for their leagues and for tournaments.
Right. It's not like as event planners and great coaches and overseers of great events such as this one. It's not like you're trying to reinvent the wheel. You just want to make sure the wheel is actually round. You got people who try and do it, and it's a triangle, it's a square, it's a rectangle, it's a hexagon. No, it's supposed to be a wheel. It's supposed to be circular. So let's take all of the edges off of it that have held back or hindered some of the experiences that maybe the players or the parents may have experienced moving around the country. You go some places and registration is lopsided or poorly done. Let's say the registration is supposed to be done the day prior, and instead of having the individual age levels come at certain times of the day, everybody just meets up in the lobby of the hotel, and it's chaos.
Oh man, it's a disaster.
These type of things are what I call edges. Getting to the football field and because you went to one event and they said take care of your own water. You get to this event and they're providing you water. So you got two coolers on the sideline and the kids are overhydrated. or underhydrated if it's not communicable. These are
Yeah.
edges. Getting there and the coaches either you don't have a trainer on the sideline because quote unquote one of your coaches knows CPR. That's not how that works, bruh. So
No.
a lot of the edges need to be roughed out. As an announcer, more times than not, I'll see situations where you got parents on the track or parents on the sideline. If you're not an active coach, an active player, or sanctioned by the event staff, you need to be in the bleachers. Because if you go back and watch a lot of the incident videos, that's usually where it generates from. Way too much movement
true.
on the track and on the field. So these type of things that add edges to it are the things that we want to try and make a perfectly round wheel. So as we move around the country, we see it, we adjust it. At every event we go to, we want to try and do those things to make them better. It's a lot that goes into. There's a lot more to doing what we do than just cutting the mic on, playing music, talking about the game, doing the rosters. There's a lot of stuff that goes on intricately behind the scenes that people need to see and understand and experience. So I'm excited to have the opportunity to come up to Columbus, Ohio, not only to work with the Ramey Sports Group, but to see some of the tremendous kids that are not only signing up for this event, but prepared to show out, man. It's going to be awesome, man. I'm excited, bro.
It's going to be great. Just real fast, I'm glad I just wanted to tap into what you were saying because I'm a high school and Little League referee here in Columbus, and I just did 10 games and for the Carl J. Fulton League. I've been with Carl J. Fulton for 3 years. They've been around for about 50, 60 years now here in Central Ohio. And one can say that I did like they did this year with the previews this past Saturday that did. Basically, they did it at the stadium. And they basically did, if you was with one team, you had to be on bleachers on one side or the other side. Basically, the coaches had to wear, or the administrators had to wear some type of ID that was distributed from the league office.
Right.
So basically, it looked as a referee, looked clean. It looked clean. It looked like a clean, and not just with paper on the ground. I don't mean that, but I mean it looked uniform. You had players and coaches and trainers on the sideline. You didn't have a lot of other people on the sideline because it gets a little. It turns into a hazardous situation.
Yeah,
the sidelines are packed, and you got a guy holding the sticks, and then a kid runs out of bounds, and they can run into. You know what I mean?
Oh,
so,
man.
Cleaning those sidelines up is great, and sometimes it takes away confusion too.
Right. The son or the niece or the nephew that's sitting on the bleachers with the team mom because they're not sitting in the bleachers, they need to be monitored, and then they sit there throwing the football around while there's a game going on. A sweep come to that side. That's why they're called accidents, because they're not done on purpose. These are the type of things that we want to be proactive about, because quite honestly, I don't want to be on anybody's YouTube video going, man, we should have said something. So these things are going to be awesome.
I won't have to use I won't have to use that insurance for nothing crazy.
hey, look, we're going to have a good time, man. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it. Gridiron Heart All-Star event, ladies and gentlemen, November 29th through December 1st, Columbus, Ohio, right around the corner from my home. Cat and baby, we're going to have a good time out there, man. See if we can get some cameras out there, shine some high beams on the field or something.
Well, thanks, man. Thanks for having me, man. We're going to have a great time, man. So I'm sitting back with my team and along with my wife, and we're trying to make sure that this weekend is great for everybody, man. Trying to make it sports sort of stress-free, make sure the hotels are in distance of the field. And the good thing about it, Ohio State would be on the road against that team up north. A lot of things would be a little bit more calmer in the city than compared to next year when we do the Gridiron Heart 2020. It's going to be chaos because the team up north will be coming to Columbus that weekend.
Right. Well, we're going to have a great time regardless, man. I just really want to give you an opportunity one more time to let everybody know how to get in contact with you, how to nominate their student athlete, how to find what grade levels they're available, so they can go ahead and sign up when they see this, because this thing here ain't go around the boys sports universe. Wow.
3rd and 4th, yeah, 3rd to 8th grade. Basically, when you send in nominations, Gridiron Heart All-Stars at yahoo.com. Basically, just send all your general information where you're sent to any event coordinator for All-Star. Basically, the kids' position, offense, and defense, the city and state that they're from, the grade that they will be in the fall of 2019, and the city and state that they're from. And to send us a video if you have one, and also, of course, a picture with them in the uniform. We love that. And we're very transparent, and we get back to everybody very fast. So we're just looking forward to everybody, and we're looking to fill these rosters up.
Outstanding.
Appreciate it, Wayne.
No problem, man. Hey, don't be a stranger, man. Give me a call, man. Let's chop it up. Because so many people think that because they're not from Maryland, all their problems are reclusive to D.C. and Virginia. No, if you go around the country, you'll find out youth sports is youth sports everywhere. We want to be able to find out how we can enhance what's going on in Ohio, man. It's a pleasure having you on, Chief.
Appreciate it, man. Talk to you a little bit, Wayne.
All right, no doubt. Ladies and gentlemen, Sean Ramey himself from, Ramey Sports Group. It's going to be on November 29th through December 1st, Columbus, Ohio. Press rewind if I didn't blow your mind. They be calling me, and they got a chance to holler at you now. Again, you got voicemail brought to you by Champion Drive Transportation. If you want to find out how to get to that game, that event, maybe you want to go to the World Youth Championship. Maybe you want to slide down to FBU. Maybe you want to go to Battleground. Maybe you want to go to Border Bowl. Holler at my man Curtis Reese, Kid Reese, find out more. Holler at my man and find out how they going to put this thing together. But you know how you get there? You get there like a champion. Champion Drive Transportation, 301-237-8361. Give me a call today. Let's see if I can get my man. Where my man Kenny Foot at? Where you at, Kenny? Watch, we're going to have to talk to Kenny tonight. I see it in the air. Hey, that's my jam right here. Let my man Meek speak. I tell you what we do. We're going to shut this thing down, and we'll be back tonight, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., talking about some of the best student athletes around the country. If you feel like your son needs to be brought up in that conversation, your daughter, because Icebox was rocking for Roxburgh Elite. Icebox definitely in the building. Make sure you go to the Voice Sports page and see the interview Voice Sports already got with her. But you might get a chance to hear from Icebox tonight if you're listening to the Wednesday Night Hype. Check us out right here. When you see me go live, hit the button to accept so you get the notification. We talking the whole nation. Voice Sports Universe is only a great place if you let your star shine in too. See tomorrow's stars today. It is Voice Sports. You and our youth consistently everywhere. Hey, special shouts out to Dynamic Specialized Performance. Go to the website, dynamicsp.net. And we'll be back tonight, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Arion John, Louise F. Beasley. It's like that. We'll see you soon. Tonight at 7. Voice Reporters, baby. Be down.